this video I'm going to show you how to fill a floor. What you need to use is the fine dust from the floor sanding process. So this is 80 grit dust, but you can also use 100 grit dust. Take a good pile. You're probably going to need to mix more throughout the process, but take a good nice chunk of it to start off with. I'm using a solvent filler, and I mean, you can get water-based fillers. This dries very quickly and it can be tough to work in, but it's better for a professional sander. I would say if you're doing it at home, then I would say get a water-based filler. But this is basically how it works. Just pour it in like that. Don't mix it up straight onto the floor, because you'll get just big pockets of dust filling the floor, and they'll come out over the next sanding process. Probably mixing up too much. So there's my filler. You don't want to mix it too thick. You don't want it to be too viscous and too dry that you get tired trying to push it around the room. But you also don't want it too liquid so that it just sinks in and doesn't really form a surface. This is about right. Probably a little bit too watery, but I think we're good to go. Once you've filled an area of the floor, you can mix more on top of the areas that's already been filled, but I would actually probably suggest mixing your first bit in a little tub or something just to make it a bit easier. Move it in a kind of a figure of 8 pattern. You get the hang of it fairly quickly. With the solvent fillers, it dries out very quickly, and that's when it starts getting really tough to work in. So you have to add a little more, just to make it a bit more, a little bit more loose, so that you can actually work it over the floor. you fill the floor. That's pretty much the same process as you'd use on any other floor, so like hardwood floor, pine floorboards. It doesn't change with the direction of the wood or anything like that. But there are, if you don't want to fill the gaps like on pine floorboards, a lot of people don't want to fill the gaps, but there's holes and stuff, you can just mix up a tiny bit in a pot and just spot fill it with a filling knife.